Hey, podcasters!
Hey.
It's us, the ladies from Read, Watch, and Wine. We are here to discuss with you the book to movie adaptation of...
What is
Congrats!
Drum roll, please.
I'm Treva.
In the tall goddamn grass. And this is Rhea.
Champagne.
And Lynn.
Yeah, in the tall dang on grass. Is that what you called it?
Tall Daggone Grass by Stephen Daggone King.
I swear to God. I thought we
agreed that we were done with Stephen King for a minute. I don't even understand how this popped back on the scene.
I have no idea.
I wonder who put that on there.
I wonder.
That list just pops up out of nowhere.
At any rate,
What y'all drinking?
what are we drinking?
Well, I am drinking Stella Rosa.
Hey!
It's a peach flavored. Oh, look! Cheers! So it's actually a semi-sweet wine. So I was a little nervous to get it because y'all know how I feel about sweet wines. But it's refreshing, not sweet.
Okay.
I mean, it's sweet enough that you can still drink it. But, like, it wasn't like, when I drank it, I was like, okay. It was, like, refreshingly sweet. So it was nice.
Now,
Okay.
interestingly enough, I don't have the peach flavor, but I do see that orange top that you have, and mine is red, so that would mean mine is not the peach flavor. So I'm gonna have to try that one.
Well, it says
What flavor
Stella
do you have?
on it.
Mine doesn't have any flavor on it at all, and it has a red top, but it's still semi-sweet.
Does it say Moscato d'Asti?
Yes, it does.
Then it's Moscato. Just Moscato by itself.
Just
Yeah.
plain Moscato.
But it is a gold medal winner. It's a gold medal winner at the Beverage Tasting Institute. Yep, bam, Lynn.
Okay, great. So Champagne and I are really glad that you guys have that bottle.
Yeah.
They have like all different flavors. They have like green apple and they have a sweet red that you might like champagne. But they have all different kind of flavors. And I was a little nervous about trying them out because I don't really like super sweet things. But it's not. It's like it's perfect for like a hot day.
Right.
Like to cool you off. Has the hint of flavor that cools you down. It's great. I mean, and it's affordable. Even better. But it's a really good wine. Obviously, since we're on the same page here, Rhea.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go out and look for that one if we're done in enough time tonight.
So I'm actually in a wine group, and it's their favorite wine in like the wine group, and it's always sold out. And I keep messaging them like, stop buying all the Stella Rosa. Anyway, first world problem. Back to In the Tall Grass.
Stephen King makes it very hard to be a good Samaritan in this world. I swear to God, I wouldn't have went in. Y'all would have been cool.
Champagne, what's your facial expression when you hear, help, I'm lost?
This?
Sucks for you.
Or like, I'm gonna call the police, but what I'm not doing is walking towards you. Police, somebody's over here screaming. I'm out. Bye.
See, I'd have been like, so wait a minute, you're stuck in there. If you got stuck in there, I'm gonna get stuck in there too. So no, I'm not coming in there after you.
Thank you.
Random stranger child that's screaming my name that you don't even know my name.
Especially after Mama said, don't come in here.
Basically.
I think I might listen to Mama.
Yeah. I'm gonna
But
listen.
Mama didn't say that in the movie, though.
Yeah,
She did.
Yeah,
I didn't hear her say it in the movie. I read it in the book, but I didn't hear Mom say that in the movie.
Yeah.
She said it.
She was saying how once her brother got to her, she was saying, yeah, I hear the child, but I heard the mom is in there too, but she's still like, she's acting weird. So she said, yeah, so it was in the book and in the movie.
Okay, then I missed that because actually one of my notes was like I wanted to hear the mamas warn them not to come in, and I didn't recall hearing that in the movie.
It wasn't as prominent as it was in the book, but she did.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in the book, she said it like 100 times. Like,
Yeah, she did.
don't come in here.
Right.
Okay. And then, so the book, I was completely confused with the ending because it seemed to like just stop.
I know.
And
Yeah.
I think when he was writing it, because of course we all know how long his books can be. he was writing it and had this like brilliant idea, and then like he must have like gone to like the grocery store and he came back and was like, what was I about to write?
Right.
You know what? Just wrap it up. Boom. Done.
Yeah.
Because he just like it was like didn't make any sense.
Yeah. I got confused because all of a sudden she was laying in the grass, and then next thing you know, she was in the car. I'm just like, whoa. Did I fall asleep?
The whole time lapse, I don't get. Like,
it was so
yeah.
I mean, I got it later on. I mean, with the movie rendition. But in the book, I was like, okay, was it all a dream? But no, it can't be all a dream because somebody people died. Like, what happened?
No, even after the movie, I don't get the time lapse of either.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get how the boy was in the woods and then he got out and saved the people before they went in the woods, but they went in the woods, but he went back and saved them. What?
Because the Rock had special powers that could take you back in time. And once the ex-boyfriend knew that, he was just like, yeah, I'm going to send you back this way. Because I know if I send you back this way, you're going to go back in time and you're going to say and tell her don't come up in this camp.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But so how? Because he went through the house, not the Rock. And I don't.
It was a different zone.
When there's portals. And that's how you exit in and out of the tall grass through these warp portals that take you to the other dimension.
So when he was like, Travis told me he went back in time in the portal and then was like, how did Travis isn't here. He's still back in San Francisco or whatever. But he really was already through the portal?
No, what I think depending on where you go in through the grass determines where you are. So portals are in different sections. So that one section where the car was one portal. The coming through the back of the house the church was one. Pulling over on the side of the road and just going in on the side by the church was a different portal. So that's how it all got mixed up.
Okay, so
you don't see all that until you touch the Rock.
Are you on the mothership?
And I don't mean the Rock. I mean the Rock.
So all of that. All I gathered from that is that this book was completely pointless.
I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you.
The book
I didn't understand. I will say that I love that they expanded the story in the movie so that it made a little more sense. Mm-hmm. But as I mentioned before, I got some corn stalks growing in my garden, and I was about to go out and just pull them out the ground because I don't play that stuff. And then the tree in the front yard that the branch wants to keep tapping the window and stuff. Yeah, I'm just, I got some little Mother Nature issues right now.
It was very, very similar to Children of the Corn to me. That I was just like, but
that was scary.
Children of the Corn makes sense.
Could have been so good. But I think he just missed the mark. Like, I mean, everybody thinks about getting lost in, like, tall grass or, like, corn. Or when they drive by, like, oh, it's like a corn maze. It'd be fun. And he could have made it so much more, like, scary. But he went to, like, this portal, alien, the different universe world thing. And I was like, why did you do that? You should have had some creepy hands coming out, wiping somebody's face. And then I'm running in a different direction. I'm getting lost this way. I'm getting lost that way. Go ahead and grasp my ankle real quick. Gone in a different direction.
Honestly, it all made sense up until a certain point, especially in the movie when they, the sister and brother first went in and they jumped up to see where each one was.
Oh, yes.
So I thought, up until if you would have kept on that same, like you were saying, storyline to expand on that, it would have made you even more creepier and more horrific because. I could, like you said, I could see myself being in a maze, terrified, getting scared in a cornfield. So I don't know. He just messed it up, man.
And then the writing on the rock, was that a prediction of the future? Because then I saw like the baby being held up like Kizzy on the Rock Prince, like.
And the random hands moving it up.
I think it was something that happened in the past, and so like the goal was to bring pregnant people there to help keep that rock vibrant, alive, and so that's something that happened in the past and they were getting ready to redo it, but you don't know because maybe it actually was that one that you see the future of the rock. Because remember when they opened up and it was like all these
this whole thing about like, oh, you made the wrong choice each time, and your choice turned you back to me. So then I got that was just this whole moral choice thing that had them going. Like she got stuck in there because she was going to give the baby away, and the brother got stuck because he killed the boyfriend. Like it was just, I don't know, I don't understand.
Wow, see, I didn't even get the moral choice. I was just getting like if you had just stuck with your gut and went the right way out, you would have made it out. You didn't decide. That's why you dumb butt kept circling back to me. Like the grass was the grass tricked you. Like in my mind, I kept thinking, okay, I didn't get that moral thing. I was just thinking it was like make the right choice and follow your gut and get out the grass.
Well, that too, I kind of get that. Make your decision. This is where it's going to lead you. But why did the two even come together? You could have did it a whole nother way instead of your decision was based on you going into this cornfield though. Like I don't know. I
agree with you, Champagne. Like if that whole like jumping up and seeing your hand part, if they would have like stuck with like being in this like endless time loop that just didn't like progress on time, and then other people kept getting stuck in there, and then just leave it at that, and then like they kind of just like would wither away as or like become like immortals through this like time passage where like you just did not age. And eventually in this giant maze there was like 200 people that it was like just swallowing up. Boom. Stephen King, you could have made a novel. Like, that's a good idea right there. But I'm saying leave it there. The whole rock and the whole like, touch the rock and like let me go come kill you now. It's weird.
Right. Because what happened before? Who was the person that was trying to lead people into the grass before this family went in? Like, it's too much.
The dog. The dog was the devil.
The dog was with them.
The dog ran in there first. The dog was the devil.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Well,
it's crazy.
Blame it on the dog. Please don't blame it on the dog.
I don't know. I don't get it. The whole thing was just crazy. It made no sense to me. And like, but I did have this like Groundhog Day vibe. Like, was it just like the day just kept repeating itself? I couldn't get it to conform to a particular direction.
And I think that's part of the problem as why it wasn't as entertaining because of that. It's like, I love a great scary movie, but for me, actually, it wasn't scary because it was just too stupid. But at least if you eventually came to something at the end, you'd be like, but it was just too much. So it was,
Yeah, and I was not scared. I was bored. Yeah. And then I was like forgetting that I was supposed to be focusing on like the show. And then I started thinking about like other things. And then like a couple minutes later I was like, oh, I'm actually like just staring at this like screen and things are happening, but I'm not retaining anything that's happening. So do I rewind it? No. We're just gonna keep going back.
And the movie for me was so dark. I watched it in the daytime, obviously, because I don't do scary movies, so I wasn't sure. Wasn't gonna do it at night. And for some reason, I couldn't see half of it when it was at night. When the ground opened up, I was just like, "What is that?" So I was just like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going." It was creepy. I agree that it was very creepy because I didn't understand it, but so that added to the creepiness.
Okay, so another one of Stephen King's. Can we stop him now? Can we?
Well, no, because there's another 50 that we have to do. But I thought it was going to be like, okay, like how it had depth and like substance to it. But I think it's longer books that are like 45 hours like reading. Those ones maybe are good. But like the ones that are like 2 hours, little short stories, Stephen King, don't put those out. Keep those for like your great grandkids to make some like money off of one day. Like the great Stephen King novel. Yeah. Keep those in like your repertoire somewhere.
You know what? I kind of feel like he had a contract to put some books out, and this was one that he had to meet a deadline, and it's just like, there you go.
Yeah.
But that crazy like psychedelic whatever ending that we don't like reminds me of how the movie, that last review that we did when the movie they took a turn that was so dumb. Was it the clown one? At the end, where it was sort of this whole type crazy stupidness, I feel like the ending in this movie went into that same stupid direction, right? Mm-hmm. I'd be curious to know if it was the same screenwriter.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like
I don't know if it was the same one, but I'd be curious.
the grandpa with the long stories and having the kids sit around with the long stories. And then when he, ended up making a short one, he dozed off somewhere and just like, yeah, that's it, kid. That's what I felt like.
Right.
It's weird. I'm just over it. Yeah,
Me too.
we got to go back to if we're going to do Stephen King again, it has to be more detailed, unfortunately detailed. And I hate
campaign.
I know I hate details. I hate that much detail because he's long-winded. This one, he needed a little bit more wind.
Yeah.
Right. He needs to find that happy medium, right? Not the 10-hour, 26-hour book, but and not the 2-hour book. Maybe something.
And in the wind.
That's not a book, but I wish it was because I love that.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
It's Nell
with
Jodie Foster
Oh, I've never seen it.
and Liam Neeson. Oh, it's a great movie.
And May.
And he needs to have some more in the wind. That made me think of that. I'm like,
Uh,
I was thinking of
All right,
Wings
y'all ready?
My Wings, like Bette Midler, but okay.
Y'all
Different
ready
kind
to
of
rate
wings.
this?
yeah.
yes.
So, adaptation
Yes.
2 for me. Tip.
Tip.
I give it a half glass only because they did stick to the book. I felt like, they expanded on the book, but they still touched on everything for me in the book for the most part. So I give it a sip. Half glass.
Okay.
I had a sip because even though I love Stephen King, I hate the book, and I think the movie did add a little bit extra, but it still went to the cliff for me.
Right.
All right.
Although
it's
I'm
a
thinking
good
about
wine.
what Champagne said, and they had to expand it to make it a 2-hour movie.
Right, because it would have been a 15-minute movie.
But it really did cover everything that's in the book. I'm not going to change my rating, but I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point.
All right, so this is not getting a full bottle, but yeah. Check it out, everybody.
See what you think.
It's on Netflix. Check it out. We're all still supposed to be staying somewhat safe and indoors, so 2 hours of your life is going to be wasted, but try it out.
Yeah, it's a really, really quick read, so you can read it and watch the movie, and we'd love to know your opinion.
Let us know if you're confused, if you are as confused.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Like, subscribe, follow us.
And where you at?